and the experience to be able to do that consistently. You don't want to just do it one time and say, yeah, I did it. You want to be able to do it consistently, a couple times a month. That has to take time. And time is what many of you don't want to spend. You'll be in a hurry to get there and blow accounts. Man, I got no time to be learning this shit. You talk too much ICT. Let me get out here and put my money in this account. Let me go buy some accounts and challenges and fucking shit yourself trying it. And say, oh, well, I blew that again. Let me go out and try to make some more money next 2 weeks and buy some more challenges. Which one makes more sense? Because that doesn't sound like it fucking makes sense to me. Sounds like it's a waste of fucking time and money. So you're doing two things incorrectly. You're wasting your time rushing to try to do something you're not equipped to do, versus taking your time, slowing the fuck down. Enjoy the process of doing this, because it's a career. It's not a hobby. And some of you guys think it's like a scratch off. Like you fucking get into a funded account and like, yeah, I'm going to get in here and make 5 figures. Like, what happens if you do get lucky and you do it one time and it was just happenstance that got you there? You're going to know damn well, which if you listen to these people that are honest, that are funded account representatives, they'll come out and tell you, they know the people that are going to be getting payouts consistently and the ones that just got lucky. They know. Are you going to be the person that got a payout the first time and know in your heart that it's probably not going to happen again? I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that in any of you. I want to see you know beyond the shadow of doubt that you're going to be able to take money from these funded accounts and then fund yourself. Oops. Yeah. Don't have all your expected future revenue in a company like these. They may be obtainable right now, but nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. But if you take the money you earn from that and put it into something that makes you money, something residual income, I'm not suggesting what that might be because there's lots of things you can do, but at the very minimum, you should have at least a real funded account in your name with a real broker, like a real broker, where you can take out all of the fucking money. You can take out 50% and more, and they're not going to say no. They don't have any restrictions. You make $1,000, $10,000 in that one day, is not, as long as you got time to do a domestic wire where you're at, they can send that shit out to you that day. Not, you got to be profitable 5 more business days. And yeah, fuck that shit. I get it. They all have rules. Okay. They have a business model they have to adhere to. But at some point, you're going to have to leave that, or at least branch out into doing real brokerage. And I don't represent any brokers, just like I don't represent any funded account firm. I'm not introducing broker. I don't go there. But you need to be in a reputable. Once you start being profitable, you need to take your money and put it into a real brokerage firm. And the things that you adhere to as far as the rules that got you to that point, just apply that same shit to your funded account, approach. Do that with your real money, but do even more strict adherence to rules. Many of you don't like the idea of hearing that. But listen to the guys that are making big money. ICT student does this and does that. $100,000, $180,000, $500,000. Listen to what they're risking. Less than 1%. Yeah. They listened. They listened to those presentations where everybody said, ICT's talking about 1% risk. Fuck that shit. You can't get rich doing that. Did you make $500,000 this year? Did you make $180,000 this year? Think. These cats are doing it. They're using what they learned. They're blazing their own trail. I'm not giving them setups. They're finding themselves. And they're not pushing the risk. And they're getting paid out, and they're getting interviewed by the companies that paid them out. Where's the fraud? Where's the fucking fakery in that? They're doing everything on their own. And I have so much respect, and I'm proud of them. I have many students that do more than that. that are quiet. They don't want any kind of fucking notoriety. And I'm proud of them too. I'm more proud of them because they know why they got into this. And they're staying inside their own lane. They don't give a shit about trying to prove to anybody else. They're not working anymore. You don't need to convince them that they did the right thing. Believe me, they're waking up every day saying, yeah, I did the right thing. And that's what you need to do. You need to be able to be comfortable in your own skin. And growing as a trader, whether it be this idea of trying to catch these big runners, or whether it being just finding consistency, or what asset class to trade, or what model to trade. So there's so many things that you're wrestling with. You may not feel like you are, but you are. All these things are going to be impactful. And they're going to either derail you, prolong your learning curve, or if you figure out what it is that you have to do to grow through it, because some of these things, you're going to have to go through these things. There's no way around them. Just like that first losing trade or getting it wrong the first time. You don't want to have that experience. You might as well just do it quickly. Just do it quickly and get it over with. That's why I tell everybody, as soon as you get a live account, flip a quarter, take the first trade based on a whim. Get that loss out of the way. Let the first loss come. That way it's done. The ice is broken. Now it's nothing to fear. It's over. Because you'll sit there in hem and haw, worry about, man, it's my first real trade, man. It's like, what if I have performance anxiety? What if she doesn't really think I measure up? That's the kind of shit that a guy does when they look at this account. They make it sexual. They want to make sure that the market talks about them to their girlfriends tomorrow. No, you're going in there to have a romp. That's it. That's it. You got a stop loss. That's your fucking protection. There's no sexually transmitted disease. It's STD. It's a standard deviation. That's the only thing closest to an STD in your trade that's ever going to be there. So don't be worrying about all this shit. You're not taking them home to meet mom. Go in, have a one-night stand, a romp. That's it. It's done. Your stop loss is your protection. Your target, that's your orgasm. There it is. Simple as that. Be thankful. Happy ending. Next. It doesn't make you a player. It doesn't make you a dog. It doesn't make you a less than a gentleman. It just means that you are a trader. You're going in there, taking what's yours. That's it. And sometimes you're going to get turned down. It happens, guys. It happens, ladies. You might think that trade is something that you can take home. And they say, not tonight. And you go home. That's it. You're by yourself. You don't take any profits home. You go in the club, you drop some money, buy some drinks. Nothing happens. You lost. That's drawdown. Get over it. But guess what happens? Guess what happens the next fucking weekend? You got your girl money in your pocket and you're going out to that same fucking club doing the same fucking thing. That's your model. Well, why are you looking at trading any different? You get out there, you invest some money, you buy some drinks, you want to have a good time, and the market says, not tonight. Thanks for buying me drinks, though. You're going to go back here to the next trading opportunity at the club. It's a process. It's all it is. It's a process. How you think about it, what you make it in your mind as a deterrent or a boundary or a barrier, you're doing it yourself. It's just numbers. The market's going up, or it's going down, or it's going sideways. That's it. That's all that is happening. But you don't realize what you're doing internally that's preventing you to be able to get to these big runners. What you're scaring yourself with, what you're concerning yourself with, what is the distractions that being an impediment to you doing these types of trades. You know how you discover what they are? Journaling them. Journaling. There's nothing wrong about recording your concerns and saying, I noticed today when I was in the market, I was at this point, at this time, the market has done this or that, and I was concerned. Not saying I was scared, I was anxious. No, I was concerned about this, whatever it was that was distracting you, whatever it was that you were worrying about but you're not saying worry or scared. You're saying you were concerned. Concern is something like a doctor. If you have something wrong with you, you want them to have concern, but they're not coming in. They saw your says, fuck, dude, you are not going to believe this. You got fucking, 6 days, maybe 5 days at most, man. What the fuck? I hate to be you. Nobody's going to do that as a doctor. You're going to level that guy or you might even smack that woman, which is probably not the best thing to do, but you're going to be scared shitless. You're going to be wanting to throttle them. Like, what the fuck did you just come here and tell me that for? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that in your journal. You don't want to be scaring the shit out of yourself. When you refer back to it, you want it to be neutral, without emotion. But you know by when you say, I was concerned about this, you are saying, a roundabout way, that this was a major issue for you, whether it be anxiety or fear-inducing. But you're not recording it that way in your journal. Everything else apart from those events has to be sugar-coated self-fucking love. Yes, it is absolutely verbal masturbation. It's the thing that gets you off when you go back into your journal. You're loving yourself. And there's no reason for you to be ashamed of it. It's not arrogance and pride. It's for you to read. You're not showing it to the world. You're not putting it on the New York's bestseller list. It's just for you to go back and cheerlead yourself when you need it. Because believe me, you're going to fucking need it. And by going through that process, you're completely desensitizing yourself to the outcome. It's irrelevant. If the trade wins or doesn't win, you don't care. You've been here before. You've been to this club. Yeah. I went out this many times over the years, or this year. I went to this club. I saw this girl several times, bought her drinks. I thought for sure after the 5th time I was going to get it. And no. So what are you going to do? You're not going to go there and do that again. But you're not going to stop going to that club. You're just not going to go to that lady or that guy. You're not going to give them that attention anymore. You're going to do something different because it's not yielding you the result that you were looking for. You're going through the process. Just like going through the process of trying to catch these big runners. You go into 1 contract, graduate to 2 contracts, and then you take 1 contract off and you let that last one run. And if it stops you out, who cares? Your stoppage should be in a position where it's not a loss anyway. And you do this over time and you completely desensitize yourself to getting to the point where you can hope for these longer runs. But you can't do it right out the gate. And anybody that tells you you can with their service, their product, or whatever the fuck they're doing is bullshit. Period. They're selling you a fucking pipe dream. I'm telling you, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do more than what you think you can do right now, but you can't do it real quick. That's all. I'm just being a realist. I'm being practical. I'm trying to talk to you with the right parameters so that way you can set yourself up with realistic expectations and then allow yourself the time to get to these thresholds that you're probably not even aware that you can do. Some of you probably don't think you'll ever be able to do a 100 handle run. Some of you are struggling, can't even find a 5 handle. And you're thinking, dude, I can't even find 5 handles consistently 2 times a week. You're talking about 100 handles. And maybe the way I'm talking to you tonight seems like it's this word salad. It doesn't mean anything to you because it feels like it's unobtainable for you. Well, that's okay. It's for right now. I promise you, when I first started doing this shit, November 5th, in 1992 at 9 o'clock on a Thursday evening in my Aunt Barb and Uncle Stan's house, I did not know what I know about trading right now, or even knew that it was possible to know what I know. So how the fuck could you right now place any limitations on yourself when you just started? If you've been doing it less than 2 years, you're still fucking new. You're brand new. You have no idea what the fuck's going on yet. And why are you placing all of this weight on your shoulders? Nobody would do that. Nobody that is successful would be able to go back in time in a time machine, tell themselves at 2 years in experience, say, what the fuck? You're not doing enough. You should be doing this by now. Nobody would do that. But some of you think that that's what you should be doing to yourself. And that is toxic thinking. It draws you to, if you do that in anything, whether it be personal relationships, exercise, weight loss, whatever, a hobby, something you're trying to do well at. A perfect example. My eyes aren't the best anymore. I'm older and I've been looking at screens all my life, light sensitivity, and it's just, I have a lot of shit going on. So when I go to the range and I shoot, my eye fatigue is way sooner now than it used to be. And I'm getting to that age where I'm an older guy. So I'm really seeing these changes in my body and my ability to do things I used to be able to do when I was a younger man. It's a little bit unsettling for me. I took it, as, well, I'll be able to do this. Now I'm not able to do it as well. If you tear yourself down and talk about how, oh, fuck, I can't do this anymore. This is miserable. I'm a failure. I'm this, and that, the other thing. What's it going to do for you? It doesn't going to make you better. And it doesn't make you macho to, say that, oh, you're being a pussy when you talk to yourself. That doesn't make you macho. It doesn't make you more stronger. What it really does is it's beating down your subconscious, and your subconscious is what manifests through your emotions and your psychological response to stress. Yeah. So when you're out there and you're beating your chest and saying, oh, I'm a pussy. I just got to learn how to hold these trades longer. Or I don't know why I can't hold these trades anymore. It just does not. You are literally charging your subconscious with so much underlying anxiety that it will always be there at that time when you feel uncomfortable about doing the very thing that you think you want to do, or say out loud you want to do it, or tell other people, this is my goal. I want to be a 100-handle trader. I want to get these trades and make $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 months. Okay, that's a dream when you say it. It's a goal when you go through a process of working towards it and limiting your focus and keeping bullshit from getting in. That it's not a dream anymore. It's a goal. And it's an accomplishment when you go through that process of taking a dream, turning it into a goal, and putting the work behind it and filtering out all the bullshit. That's how people get there. But not pressing into that uncomfortable period with a process of being able to weigh out what it is that they have to do modularly, incrementally, holding on for a little bit longer on the next trade. And when you feel uncomfortable, stop it, close the trade. You're getting out in profit. Why? What is the problem? Did you make whatever you're making in that trade yesterday? Probably not. So are you doing, improvement? Yes. Are you profitable? Yes. Are you adding to your bottom line for the month and the week and that day? Yes. Where the fuck is the shortcoming here? But in your mind, you're thinking it's not enough. It's not enough. It's the same thing, ladies, that every man thinks. Every man thinks this before they lay down with you. Yes, we're talking in crude terms right now, but that's the reality. That's the reality. Men always do this to themselves. They always do it. Man, what am I going to be like to her? We lay down together. Am I going to measure up?